This is part 6, and as I said previously, I'm going to drill out all the flanges on here. I've already marked where I'm going to put the plug welds. And just as a matter of interest, this is the old one, and that's how it is welded, been repaired previously by me in the 80s. So that's my next task. I'm using a 3/16 diameter drill, and the metric equivalent to that is about 4.7, so say 5. So this other side, I'm going to have to make something for that. I can't remember what I did on the other side now. I'll have to watch my own videos to remind myself what I did. When I put that grommet on and weld it on, I won't ever be able to get to the inside of that, because I intend to wax sole every box section in the car. So I may think about drilling a small hole there, maybe a quarter, maybe one at the front, and that shouldn't weaken the jacking point in any way. I wouldn't think so. I've changed my mind about this. Yesterday I said I was thinking about drilling some holes in here to get the wax sole in there after I've finished painting. So then I went ahead and I filled up all the gaps around here with weld, here and here with welds. So now this section is sealed off. So then I thought, well, why don't I just put wax sole in there now, because it's sealed, it's not going to go anywhere. So that's what I've done. I've brushed wax sole in that hole as much as I could, put quite a lot in there, and then I've put the rubber bung in there, and I've just painted this with smooth Hama. So that should be all rust proof now, and it shouldn't rust at all, hopefully. See me out anyway. I've now finished welding this on. So I've welded it down here. Obviously I haven't ground off in there because that won't be seen. I've ground that flat, and then as you saw, I went down with a little grinding wheel to try to make it look as though that is all one bit of metal, and I've painted it so it doesn't look too bad. But if you compare it to this side, you can obviously tell the difference. But anyway, I'll think about that once it's all finished and on there, and I'll paint it all the same. I'll just see what it looks like, and that probably be alright. Now on the passenger side, I was too eager to get this new one on, and I didn't do this, and all I've done is I've filled the gap between here and the bodywork with weld, and I've gone under there and just had a look at it, and it doesn't look very nice. So I might think about grinding the weld off and then putting a tag on like this, just to make them both the same. And also on the passenger side, I didn't weld it, I didn't clean it up round here, so it's still got the you know, the sheet metal sticking up here a little bit, and there's a bit of a gap. So I think I would definitely grind all that back and do that on the passenger side, just to stop any water getting in there. So this is absolutely sealed on both sides. And on the passenger side, I will have to drill 2 little holes to get the wax hole in there, because there's no way I can get to it now. Oh dear, what a mess. That was a total waste of time, that was. When I when I tried to fit it up there, this face was hitting before this face, so it left a gap under here. So I'm going to grind this back a bit and start again, so it's back to square one on here. That went in a lot easier, didn't have to knock it. I've fiddled around with this and clamped it up as best I can, and I've got it to the stage now where there's a minimum gap between most of the flanges. This one up here has to be bent up a bit. This one's not bad. This one needs to be bent a little bit. And basically now I'm ready to weld, and I will put maybe one here, one in each corner, make sure it all fits alright, and then I could probably take the clamps away and then bend it all up as I go. Here's a tip. This along here wasn't laying flat onto here, so I had no way of clamping it or anything. So I found this old shell rail, and so basically I'll just wedge it into the floor and wedge it at an angle, and then I just hit it up here like this, and that's just enough to push it up so that I can get a plug weld in here. And I've done this for years. What I used to do when I used to have it up on a jack, I could just put anything up there and just lower it onto a jack to get a spot weld. But I haven't got this on a jack, so I can't do it on this car. But this is good. I can get a nice spot weld there to start. When I welded this spot weld, I used this clamp to clamp it closed. But then I realised I created a little dent in the outer seal. So then I remembered that these clamps can be turned round the other way, so they can be used to spread. So I'm coming off of the like the chassis rail and clamping it quite successfully like that. that's this jacking point done. I went round all the holes and plugged them up with weld, and then I ground them flat, and I've just put one coat of weld through primer, really just to see what it looks like when it's all the same colour. And I will be going around all the seams with seam sealer, and I will be doing the whole underbody with seam sealer. I've never used seam sealer before, so I'm going to see how it goes. I may brush it on somehow, I'm not too sure how it goes yet. And I've got Tiger Seal for that, and apparently that really sticks well. Never used that before. So that's the end of this video, the end of this series of videos. And so my next video will be painting the underside of the car.